I kill your mom. Then I have to face justice. Trial by combat. I now kill your father and now I get to kill your dad.
Am I the asshole? Are you an entitled bitch? This is your daily catch-up.
Wow, beep very early on.
Bad news for a lot of people on TikTok. So you know how people like nowadays, whatever happened, right? They will go and film and then they will upload online and then expect the internet to cite them.
So that's viral.
Yeah.
I viral you.
Exactly. There's been a string of people that it has really backfired for them. And one of them is named Christopher Sito.
Shame on you.
Hey, why is she on him?
Oh no, sorry. Which side were we on?
We're about to discuss.
Okay.
So on January 8, TikTok user Christopher Sito uploaded a video of him arguing with a Gojek driver. So like across his TikTok video, it's like plastered the words, right? Never have I met anyone so rude. Like any driver that's this rude.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to hear the video?
Yes, let's do it.
Hang on.
Okay. Number my customer, you get my car. Or else it will be trespassing.
What do? I just shift the seat back because I need my legs
Okay.
alone.
And then aircon, and then the aircon.
I just lowered a bit the wind speed.
You ask, you did without my permission. You touch my aircon without permission. You ask me, can I lower it? Yeah, you should.
No, what the hell's wrong? I waited for you 15 minutes. You
No. You have no car. And I tell you, and the ride started already. I just want, and you ask me, have I started the ride? Daniel, have I started the ride? Xiao. I already checked it, ma.
No, you have to send me to my destination. I'm not getting out of the car.
No, get out of my car.
I'm not getting out of the car. You send me
police.
Call.
Get out of my car. Thick skin. You're thick skin. You're thick skin. Get out of my car.
No. You drive me to my destination.
No, get out of my car.
You drive me to my destination.
Stop the car lah, dude.
He's still driving.
Yeah.
Then he said, get out of my car.
He going very fast some more.
Okay. That's kind of like half the video. So what happens after that is they continue this like thick skin get out of my
Until you
car.
reach the destination.
No, and then he said, like, I think he got off the expressway and then after that, the guy said, actually here got a police post, turn into the police post.
Also, they went to the police.
No, he went to the police but the driver drove off.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure whether he actually made a report lah, but he said like, drop me here, I'm going to go make a report about you.
Why he so thick skin?
So people have, I think he uploaded it expecting people to cite him.
Yeah.
But then people are now saying, right, like, why are you so no manners? That kind of stuff. Like, clearly you should have asked, or they say you are in the wrong. They say that he's in the wrong.
I agree.
Wait. What? Wait, sorry.
Both in the wrong.
The passenger's in the wrong?
Yeah, 1.75 got so jialat until need to adjust car seat, meh, lemao. 1.85 then maybe understandable. To compensate.
That's the height or what?
The
People
height.
say only millennials use lemao at this point. Is that true?
Oh my goodness, you know right, that apparently it's very cringe now to use the laughing emojis with the tears.
Oh, that's so cringe.
Yeah, and I just found out about this.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The laughing emoji with the tears.
The laugh cry.
Cannot. Apparently.
Uncle is uncle.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to use it.
Now you have to use the death, like the skull.
Yeah, it's a
But
skull or the
lemao
Because they
cry.
literally died.
It's like, I'm dead.
I'm dead. DD.
Yeah.
Back to this incident, right? First of all, why is he sitting in the front?
Oh, that was someone's question also.
He's alone, right?
Hey, okay, but let me explain. So my brother actually always has to sit in front also because he gets car sick. If
Okay,
he
that
sit
one
behind.
understandable.
Yeah, so
Okay,
maybe he also have this case.
Right.
So benefit of the doubt there.
Maybe because he's short, he cannot see.
He's 1.75.
So short.
But for the most part, I think we all agree, right? Like, we agree that if you are taking a normal Grab, you can sit behind. But if you're taking a hitch or something,
Yeah.
Correct.
Which is the polite thing to do lah,
It
actually.
is.
Yeah,
It really is.
No, okay. So at some point, this driver also says like, you are sitting somebody else's car. You think it's a taxi, Then that got like some people
So
going also.
if it were a taxi,
I still feel us,
must ask.
No,
Not
but
your
you
car.
know, like as in, I feel like car seat no problem. It's because he go and feed her the aircon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, was he adjusting the thing?
He
or
adjust
or the direction?
No, the wind speed of the aircon he go down.
That's not cool. That is not cool 100%. If you're not a car owner
That's
or
not
not the
cool because
driver,
the aircon he
You
go
can
down.
adjust the wind speed on the individual hole.
then I think that's
So
okay.
if
No.
that was the wind
He
speed he was
the
adjusting.
console. I think it was the console.
That's f***ed up. That to me is too much. Okay, it's not f***ed up, it's not that bad. But that's too much because you are affecting the comfort of the driver also.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah,
I think
like
you
what
just
you
the-
are paying for is getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Everything else is on loan.
So on this game show, is it trespassing?
Eventually, when he parked the car, that part was also a bit funny because like he stopped the car already, the guy want to open the door, then he say, do not open the door, it's very dangerous. Then he want to reverse into the lot. Then after he reversed already, he stopped, and then he get out of my car. So like he suddenly,
thoughtful.
yeah. It's like
Have you ever had to
Get
video
out, okay.
someone like you feel a bit threatened, then you just like want to like I make you viral but you never articulate?
Okay, that's the thing. I don't understand how people can whip out their phones in such intense situations.
Yeah.
Like when shit's
Yeah.
about to go down, right? My first thought is not, let me make sure I'm filming this for
Yeah.
God knows what reason, right? It's how do I protect myself or get out of that situation?
no, but maybe people relate how do I protect myself with I need to indemnify myself.
Right.
Perhaps.
But then you see, right? Then if like say I'm filming, my eyes are on the camera, kind of like trying to make sure. Right? That's one hand that I cannot use to protect myself already. What if he starts attacking me or doing something? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I
Or
rather have
that's
two
a
hands,
hard object that you can use to.
but then he won't be in the shot.
No, but sometimes when you whip out the camera, right, they start to second guess themselves. They start to calm down a bit and
Yeah.
go, oh shit, okay, maybe I...
Yeah, the annoying thing is that it works.
yeah.
And then when they say I made you viral, then for the ones that we saw, it actually went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so it's like
No, can you imagine then that maybe 90% of these actually don't go viral?
confirm
And so there's just a bucket load, right, of this on TikTok with maybe 2 views.
37 views? Yeah.
And it's of nothing. But the people involved thought that it was a crazy incident.
If it were me, I should go back and delete.
So paiseh.
Yeah.
I thought okay, never mind.
3 hours in,
yeah.
3 hours in, the views never spike. I'm like, do I want to boost this or not?
You start sharing to your friends. Like, it can help like or not?
I said to wake up Singapore straight away.
In this situation, I feel like once the guy started to get a bit aggravated, right? Wow, then I don't think the passenger should have reacted back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it also feels like, from what the driver was saying, right, there's already a lot of pent-up anger because he already said, I wait for you 15... No, who waited for who 15
No, the
minutes?
passenger waited 15
Passenger
minutes.
waited 15
Okay, but then the
This
guy
sounds
was
fair
like,
though. Isn't that the amount of time to wait?
No, I think it might have been like the driver arriving kind of that cannot find your
Right.
block, then like delay like another 15 minutes.
Then the guy was like, how you start right already or not? Then he probably felt like offended already, on edge already. So they both don't like each other. And I think the worst thing to do and escalate the situation is to whip out a phone. It's like, you just...
No, but
immediately-
he was like kind of, as in he wasn't like that filming. You know what I mean? He was kind of like over here, just video a bit, then record.
So driver might not have
So
known.
annoying as right? But in hindsight, right? If let's say he don't have this footage,
Yeah.
right? Then his report, let's say he do a rant
Yeah.
afterward to get public support and maybe Gojek vouchers. Then his rant will be, all I did was go into the car. I somehow sit in front because polite. So then very hot because I waited 15 minutes. Then I turn on the thing. Then I adjust the seat because I very tall. Then the man is saying that I should have asked permission, and I'm trespassing.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, yeah, you should have asked, leh.
No, but I feel like when you write it
Then he
out,
really falls flat. You know what I mean? He really falls flat.
I feel like if you write it out, right, you have the ability to omit some
Embellish,
stuff
yeah.
and make yourself look much better.
Yeah. Also that.
Yeah.
But it was the tone.
It was the tone.
Because it was completely fair of the Grab driver or the Gojek driver to ask
Yes.
him to ask me for permission and
Yes.
say, please don't adjust my car without asking me.
Correct.
It's a completely fair request. So if he return it as is, right, we will be like, dude, just it's okay lah. People try to make a living, why? It's their car, why?
That's what most people say lah. Like you should have at least asked for permission. Like, as in, moving seat okay, because if your leg really stuck there, okay lah. But then the aircon, you should have asked, Uncle, can you lower your aircon?
Yeah. I think maybe if we establish what is okay and what's not okay, right? So chair, I think okay. You adjust your own aircon direction, okay.
Yeah.
Once you start reaching for the radio, aircon,
Yeah.
no. You change radio channel, whoa.
I feel like even for the car seat, if you take the front seat, you cannot adjust.
If your people behind you, lah.
Because in taxis and whatnot, right, they push their seat all the way to the front to give the rear people more space.
Yes.
Yeah. So you must move it back. If you don't move it back, then it's not
No lah.
acceptable.
No. Most of the time, if you're taking a normal taxi and you are going to sit in front, it means that you already have people behind.
Yeah.
And if you have to sit in front, obviously...
Yeah lah. No, if you got people behind, then okay.
Wait, if you're just alone, right, and you're taking a normal taxi and you sit in front, I think you'll be quite lan. Like,
No,
but some
he
people
can't
see
sit.
that
If he
polite
can't
though.
sit.
Okay lah, if car sick, then yeah. No, but in that situation, then why can't you adjust your car back? Yeah,
Your
the
seat.
seat back.
You must adjust back when you leave.
But you must ask permission.
I would say I will adjust back for you when I leave.
Say, uncle, sorry, I moved back, but
Yeah.
I'll put it back later.
Ah.
It's like, okay, boy, it's okay.
But we are the weird ones lah.
we are a
Yeah.
bit weird.
You if there's no music playing, right, can request?
Can ask.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
ask Uncle, can you
Cause
turn on the
like awkward,
radio?
right?
Yeah. Uncle, can play a bit of music Like must say like that. Then he was like, hi, you like okay lah, you like English song, Chinese song.
You tell the uncle. Hey, uncle, don't like that lah.
No, you do that. He offer you sweet also.
Yeah.
Appreciate.
Yeah.
You need to charge your phone, boy. All comes in, gives a hand job.
I really like those Grab rides, right, where the driver put in a lot of effort to make your ride feel a bit different. So they will have a little basket of candy, help yourself, bottle, drinks, everything. And like, wow.
Got a note also. Please help yourself.
Yeah,
Have a good
like,
day.
damn nice. Just that little extra mile. It's not costing them a lot, right? Maybe like $10 to just do that part, right?
No,
but
but
it
there
changes
are-
your impression of them.
There are
so
also
much.
people that put their paper thing and say like, let me know how you want your ride to be. So like,
yeah.
don't talk to me, that kind of thing. So you can just tell them. But it's impossible to, or you can say like, make me tell you a joke. You know, like those are interesting
yeah.
prompts that
Fun
people
lah, fun.
might do.
Yeah.
But you won't go in and be like, oh, uncle, I want option 2. You just tell your uncle to shut the fuck up, man.
Somehow, please.
Then he said $3, $5.
But okay,
Damn
back
rude.
to this situation. I think conflicts like this always happen, right, when both parties are escalating. Then it will reach a point where it's like it gets maybe potentially dangerous, right? And a lot of times the only reason why somebody will escalate is because probably they are in a bad mood or had a bad day or something happened, right? So it's mostly external factors.
Mostly
But-
ego.
But in a situation like that, right, like even if I was a passenger and I'm completely calm and the uncle start to like go a bit crazy, right? Like maybe I accidentally push the chair or whether he's not happy, right? It's completely doesn't help you, right? To argue with a guy, especially while he's driving, yeah.
He has control of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like,
No,
for
but
that guy
what's he
to
gonna
keep
do? He
pushing-
sure cannot go and crash the car on purpose, right?
How you know? Maybe he f***ing crazy.
You never
No,
know.
but it's the level of entitlement we're at now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you go to a restaurant and you feel like the waitress or waiter works for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know that.
Yeah.
So like this $10 ride, you feel like you own the car.
So clearly, Gojek has responded, right?
Oh
Guess what is the compensation?
Oh yeah, no, this part, right?
Okay. Guess the
Compensation.
compensation. How did they compensate this rider?
5 free rides.
Stop right there!
If you're thick-skinned motherfucker, you better like, share, subscribe this video.
Back to the episode.
Wait. You get the same driver to fetch the same passenger to a new destination.
Eh,
One
that's
free
really
ride from that guy.
That's a power play, yeah.
They both go for anger management.
Okay, so it's 10% off your next ride, capped at $3.
Wow, that's nothing. Yeah.
Damn annoying.
Yeah. You know, are you going to take $30 rides common nowadays?
In peak hour
Gojek,
raining.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Force you to use their
Please,
service.
the Grab one, right? The up arrow, right? They go and trick me. They try to change to the down arrow to make me think that the price is on cheap now. That was a horrible English sentence anyway.
Yes, yeah.
We
No,
got
because
it.
I know how much it costs to go from here to here at this time.
Yeah.
Because I take it often. Then after that, suddenly, right, it's like the spike price, but then the arrow is down. Then
No, but it doesn't
I
mean
saw
that
through
it's
it.
off peak.
Then
What it means is that the price has gone down.
Like recently, in the last 5 minutes or so.
oh, I thought it meant peak hour, and now it's cheaper.
You never see the. I also didn't know.
No, there's like a fine print there. Right?
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
But now there's also an alert that you can set, so they'll let you know if the price go down.
Oh,
Like every 15 minutes.
So
something
this
like that.
episode is not even sponsored by anybody. It's just
I miss calling for a cab. That was
$3.
fun.
yeah. I remember like when I first call.
Okay.
Like because you never
First time
you
calling.
don't get to as a child like growing up, even though you start taking taxi, all you can afford is to flag
Yeah.
plus hopefully it stays under $6, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
Because
usually
like
starts at
it starts at the
280.
240, then you just like
Yeah.
stare at the bitch, right? Then at the traffic light, then you start going like 250, then like whoa, too fast. You know what I mean? Then when I had my first internship where we had to travel for event or be at Suntec City at 5 AM, that kind of shit.
Sure, no.
No, I was an intern. Yeah, but then you feel like a big shot because I was like asking them how is everybody getting here on time. They say book a cab, you can claim. Or then the assurance that at 4, in fact, you want to book at 4, at 3:45 he's downstairs waiting for you.
Yeah.
Which you don't feel that same level of assurance with the apps because they don't give you a couplet. They don't tell you anything yet. They will start hunting for a cab for you
In
at
advance.
3:30
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you never really know you. But so far it has always been successful, right? But with Comfort, they straight away they used to tell you like, this is the couplet wait for you, PA block at 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's like, okay, you trust.
No, what was always mind blowing for me was that in Malaysia, because everything is so far away from each other, like say KL City to where my house was, right, in the suburbs, right, it's like a 1 hour drive. So like you want to call a cab, you don't know whether it's really going to be there. So usually if we need to go to the airport the next morning, like 6 AM, right, we have to call the cab the night before and then just hope that when we wake up, the cab is outside.
Oh.
And the cab will just be there like 1 hour just waiting. Because they have no other like way. It's damn mind blowing. I love it.
It was I remember talking to Denise about this, right, and telling her about how taking a taxi was like back in the day before apps existed. So like, cause last time when we go clubbing or something, and then after you take a cab, right, then you say you no money, right, you can just zao one. There's no way. There's no way to trace.
Yeah.
There's no way to trace. So you purposely stop at maybe like a block the other side, right, around the corner, right, then just fucking dash only. There's no way they can check. Yeah.
Horrible.
You used to do that.
Do not
Either
do
that,
this.
Either, no lah, not me lah, my friends.
Like I have a friend, I think I shared this on Real Talk before. I have a friend that zao cab. So basically the cab, and you will be smart enough to not put at your block. So the fella cannot go and block hunt you, right? So you go somewhere within your neighborhood. He got out of the car, he ran. The driver ran out and he ran off slowly. The driver went to chase him. He made a turn, he come back to the car. He steal the wad of cash at the side of the door. Then he left.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. I know the guy. I forgot his name, but I just remember his
That's
story.
the worst. That's double whammy. Oh my god.
But is he in jail?
So don't chase.
Don't you-
Don't
Just drive
chase.
off.
Yeah, just drive off. Make a report.
That's horrible.
No, and some of these taxi uncles are also old. Then they have to like run after you.
Yeah.
So you do have that window of time.
Why is this episode promoting?
No, but I really remember the anxiety of like I only got one $10 note and I see the thing is like $9.80 already.
Yeah,
And
I have
then suddenly
$4, dude.
You didn't see underneath got surcharge rabat.
Okay, so there was also another incident. This one I was quite surprised that there were people that sided with the Grab driver. So it was also viral on TikTok. It was a lady that had crutches due to an injury, and then she asked the driver to drive up to the third floor. And then the guy wanted to charge her extra for it.
Wait, how do you drive to the third floor?
Office is connected to the car park on the third floor.
So it's a detour lah.
Instead of at the lobby, he need to drive up to the third floor to pick that person
okay,
up. Lor.
okay.
So then he wanted to charge her extra. And then she made a case about it. But actually people are saying that, makes sense. He should charge you extra because it's extra. Like, he's not supposed to pick you up there. Instead, you now have to reflect on your behavior.
Wait, this is TikTok, right?
Facebook.
TikTok then I think became a story on Facebook, then Facebook commenters.
What I realized is that every time I consume media, right, if I'm on Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels or YouTube Short or whatever, the comments are so predictable. You watch the thing and you go, okay, I kind of know what people are going to say. You see, TikTok is so
Yeah,
unpredictable.
it's so wild.
I love-
like the real content is in the comment. Like when I see a video and it's really
Yes.
funny, right? Like I cannot wait to finish the video so I can go into the comment section.
Do you think, right, like maybe TikTok purposely plant crazy comments?
Crazy copywriters.
I don't know, cause where are these people? Like, why are they not in any other social media
and they are
platform?
so vile.
Yeah.
Like they say the things that you are thinking. You know what I mean? They, as a community, make up new words. Do you know what it's like? Riz.
Yes.
Like
It's like Pete Davidson has a lot of risk.
Like jeez.
Game.
game.
Oh,
Game.
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So like he's bringing out that Riz. Then they will use Riz to make a lot of puns and all that. Like I don't know how it came about.
Like a Rhizosaurus or something. Like
It could be.
sorry.
Then boom.
Or risotto.
Yeah. But yeah, so people commented that her entitlement mentality shouts that people owe her favor and kindness just because she's on crutches. You don't force people to give you favors.
It's like
Wow.
pulling a handicap card lah.
She's really in crutches though. She's really handicapped.
No, but it's fair though. Because you book your ride A to B on a pin drop, which is 2D.
No, I feel like the conversation is leaning towards like how far do you extend graciousness to others?
Yeah.
And then at what point, right, is it you just taking advantage of other people?
No, it's graciousness
ways.
still graciousness if you are demanding graciousness.
Yeah. Should you expect graciousness and demand for it?
Well,
Because
we're trying to
there's-
make this deep, but it's not. Yeah.
No, because there's really nothing wrong with him. Like he'll be a nice guy if he just okay, I understand. Then just give me like a moment and then I go up.
But these kind of people will get taken advantage of their whole life lah.
Yeah, but how many times do you fetch a woman in crutches? You know what I mean?
Like
As a Grab driver.
it's like this is very clear for us to say he should have done the nice gentlemanly thing and drive her up.
Yeah.
But I think many times these things don't happen because it could be the lady was entitled the whole time. And she'd be like, just go up, drop me on the third floor.
So
you
it's
know?
pick up, I think, or drop.
Yeah, like
Or
pick up,
whatever
pick
lah.
up.
Like
Yeah.
just
As in
Don't
you're
know.
saying the tone?
yeah, like the
Okay.
way certain things are communicated, sometimes just people don't want to do because you are demanding it or you're expecting it or feel like it's expected of the other person.
Yeah.
Where you tweak it Like most people want to be nice because they want to feel good about themselves.
Yeah. So in this situation, right, it's a request from her, which requires graciousness from the other party. And when the person says no, then you just have to understand that you cannot expect it.
Yeah.
You tried, but you cannot. So then, too bad lah.
But she was saying that it's because like the road is slippery and all that because it's been raining, so she didn't want to risk going down also.
But that's on her, what?
Yeah.
Not the Grab driver.
Because the expectation for him to go that extra mile, right, is on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yes.
The expectation is...
No, as in you re-said it, but she said it.
No. But at least you like, we all reached.
We need to double down on this.
Yeah.
That's why.
I feel like people
But
don't
this was
know.
also written as a note. Like, I think when you book Grab, right, you can put an additional note. So she wrote that, I'm on crutches. Please come up to level 3 car park as I cannot come down.
You see, I feel like this is entitled behavior.
Huh?
As opposed to, I'll give a counter solution.
Okay.
One, you either call the driver, cause then human voice mellows everything down, or you don't leave a note. You straight away you use the messaging and be like, hey uncle, or like bro, or whatever you see the age, right? I'm so sorry about this, but like unfortunately I'm in crutches. You make a long story, then they'll be like fine, whatever.
So the driver was also semi-rude about it lah. So she asked like, oh, but I've never been charged for this before. How come suddenly like got extra charge? Then the guy say, good luck because must be fair for us. How much is your fare? Is that fair for me?
Fair.
Everybody taking this shit personally. Last warning.
I think
It's the stress of the recession.
it's the cost of living and inflation.
No, but it's so stressful whenever like this. It happened to me more than once. That like when I go inside a Grab, right, or like a whatever taxi, then the uncle goes like, "Wow, this trip very not worth it for me. You see the fare so cheap. Like it's like, yeah, then he say like, nowadays like totally not worth it. Then like I'm sitting there like, what is he expecting me to say like, yeah, damn it lah, so cheap. I wish I could pay you more. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say in this situation also.
Yeah.
So I feel like us as a species,
Let's go.
we have gone to the level where we don't accept buffer anymore. So you look at like, for example, taxi drivers, right? The margin is really, really thin. Like you can make a living, pay rent, give your son allowance if you work 12 hours non-stop. And if you don't, and you take 5 minutes off here, 10 minutes off here, you take a nap, you sleep in for a couple hours, you
make like maybe
your
$50
child don't get
Yeah.
allowance, or your child's allowance come out of your food budget, for example. And we try and fix that by saying, let's pay people more, right? But we have been so attuned to living on so little margin in life that when we have $500 more, we immediately spend $500 more. You know what I mean? Like when the US government gave out money to all their citizens, like during COVID, it all immediately went back to the Walmarts of the world and the Starbucks of the world and like GameStop. Immediately people bought games, bought PlayStation. Yeah, and then we go back to living on that margin such that you don't have 3 minutes for someone else.
It means you're not even with money, with other people, right?
No, because we cannot afford graciousness. Like for this taxi driver uncle or auntie, he maybe cannot afford to be gracious.
Yeah.
It affects whether he can give his child pocket money tomorrow. So the cost, so it's like
he already accepted the fare, correct? So he's accepting the trip already.
but he didn't know it was 3-dimensional trip, ma.
Because it still takes petrol.
Yeah, and it takes more petrol going up
But
3-dimensionally.
how much?
No, but the problem was that he also never nicely asked her to come down, ma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, which goes back to what he mentioned lah. Like both of them escalate, then it just results in this law, which is terrible.
And like drivers get the brunt of a lot of things because of, once again, this margin thing. You're gonna be somewhere at 3, you only want to start booking care at 2:30.
Yeah.
So if your driver which you are summoning at your will don't arrive at your house within 5 minutes, you'll be late for your appointment. Immediately you blame the driver, and that's a completely acceptable excuse.
Yeah.
As you know what I mean, on living on such thin margins across everything in life.
I feel like I have a hack for this de-escalation, which worked for me on a couple of occasions. So like
I know.
I'm often guilty of like being, now it's like 3 minutes wait for the driver, and then they have to like you have to pay them extra. Right? I'm always like just nice enter the car, and then they will be like, because it's like I waited 3 minutes and I'm not gonna earn the thing.
So as you go, you just start rolling away.
yeah. So what happened was that it happened again. So I entered just nice, right? And then I forgot something. So he had to start right, and I went, I am so sorry.
Right.
I forgot something. Then he's like, I already start the right. Like he's angry already. So I know, I'm so sorry. Like I'm gonna go back up. You don't believe I'm gonna leave my wallet here. I'm gonna go and come back. Then as I'm coming back, right, I know he's angry already. The first thing I say to the door, the first thing I say when I open the door is like,
To the door.
yeah.
Please open.
It's like,
sesame.
bro, okay, I'm so sorry. I'll give you a $5 tip after.
Yeah.
And then he went, oh no lah, it's okay lah, no need
Yeah,
lah.
that's right.
Let's go lah.
Then okay lah, then never mind.
Yeah. Then I
So
said,
your
no,
tip
no,
is to offer money.
yeah.
An actual tip.
But they will usually say no. So it's like
But
they
give
just,
anyway, guys.
yeah, which I still gave
Yeah.
lah. But like, still gave. I got a receipt. It was recent. But like, it just de-escalates the whole situation. I feel.
No, technology really make our lives
It really has.
so boring.
Oh
Boring.
yeah.
Last time,
No
right,
drama.
you go block shopping before. you
what?
you find one HDB block, right? You and your friends just go any floor, walk outside, and then whatever you want to take, you take.
New shoes?
Like brand new shoes.
Yeah.
What kind of episode is
And,
this?
and there's no camera.
Yeah.
You literally, if then and there you didn't get caught, you're clear.
It's yours.
Yeah.
The thrill is that like
you might still get caught. But
shoplifting
then
also
there.
same. Like you go and steal little thing lah.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police.
Back in the day, I'm talking about
We
back in
draw
the
the line at shoplifting.
I saw a thread of like a younger person post, I think on like those Tumblr or whatnot, right? Say, what if to get a cab? What if the cabs are just driving around and then we can just flag them down?
Well, that's an interesting concept.
Like, have you heard of a book? It's a website printed
No,
out.
So we now have Gojek. We can create Go Back.
This guy was saving it. Are we surprised by the reaction from people? Because I think like, again, like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the people that posted it, right, might have had the people on their side. But are people tired of this kind of episodes? That's why the comments are actually backlash against them.
There was a comment about that actually. Okay, it's a boy because his username is Swinging Boy Boy.
Could be a girl.
Damn it. So Swinging Boy Boy says, I'm so jaded by all these kind of TikTok videos to shame people. I mean, everyone has their own lifestyle. It just so happened that these two conflict with each other. So in the case of the Gojek one, the person says the driver's not at fault for asking the rider to ask for permission before adjusting anything. But rider is also not at fault because maybe he was really uncomfortable. Just a hilarious video overall.
So are you jaded though?
No, but I feel like it becomes a go-to, right? Because like, what are we looking for? If we really wanted compensation, we would have just wrote into Gojek or Grab or whatever the company is privately. But now it's like as though we are chasing something else.
No, but at the same time, we know that 100% I will get compensated if this blows up because they need to protect corporate image.
But you got $3.
Yeah, $3.
Yeah.
And you have to spend it to get it.
Yeah, you
Damn
must
it,
book
yeah.
again. Yeah. Then the driver is your
Damn it, I
neighbor.
need to spend $27 in order to get the $3.
But it's like, it's not difficult to prove these kind of things. Right? Like GrabFood never send you something. It's like, you just have to say, I never got this. They never even ask for, you can't show that, you can't take a picture and then put that it's not there while you can have just move it off frame. So it's like, and you still get your
But
$3
it
refund.
works. Like I also have friends that or try and complain, like a budget airline, for example, and then you just cannot. Like, you know, they give you their standard reply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you blow up, you get another trip. They give you $600 credit, book your next flight.
Exactly. As in, like, I feel like
We
the
are
customers.
rewarding.
Yeah, we're
such
validating it.
behavior.
Mm.
Yeah, I had a friend that at one period, right, he would just order McDonald's, and then after he would call McDonald's and say, "You never send me my 20-piece nugget."
On a regular basis.
Then they'll say another one.
Then they'll just say another one, and he did that enough, and it was such a hack. He was like whatever, like he might ask me what I want to eat,
Yeah.
so he will just have that for himself.
He won't get yours free, but he'll get his free.
Then he'll just, if he's okay to eat what I eat, then we're just gonna get it for free like that. Like, I mean, he didn't do it when he's with me lah, but the system became so ingrained.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the point whereby they have flagged him out in the system, but because the system is so entitled, right, and so customer is always right, he just gotta sign off. Then he cannot play it. Like he will say, okay, this is correct or not. Then you must say correct. Then the driver will leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that though. Like I feel in life, there are so many things that if you can find a loophole and you can take advantage of it, why not?
That's the Singapore system.
This is Andrew.
I have found one loophole that I recommended
which
to
is
many
why our
people.
laws are so draconian. Because there is very little margin for graciousness within our system, pushed to the limit. The same thing I talked about when the speed limit is 90, it means to everyone drive at 90.
But is it not
95.
a chicken and egg problem? Same as, for example, if your parents are too strict, right, then the child will find more creative ways to be rebellious. then they have to clamp down again, then find more creative ways and clamp down again.
Yeah, lor. That's what happens to Singapore laws, lor.
Oh.
Which is why it's like that. And to the rest of the world, it just feels like, oh, it's so crazy. There's no freedom to anything here. But for most Singaporeans, is that we don't need, like, we live our lives not engaging with, I want to slander this politician or that politician or whatnot. We just living our life. So like, can go down and eat now, can go down and eat. Can I buy whatever I want now? Can.
Yeah.
I withdraw money, the bank got money, have. I need to go to the bank say they open, will they be open and have money for me to take? Have. Then okay lah. But where's these Americans, they come here and they want to stay here for 2 years or 6 months on a work visa and they feel like, oh, you cannot do graffiti. Wow, crazy. Like, huh? Do you come here in mind like you want to do graffiti in this country, you know? Like, how is so crazy? What's your chief complaint is that there is no, like, you cannot, or they cane you if you do graffiti. Then don't do graffiti, yeah, you know what I mean?
Hey, but apparently there were the American couple that came to Singapore and compared it with Disneyland and said it's an amazing place to come here.
Wow, I have not seen
Which was
that.
like, oh, so surprising.
I've seen the one where he trash talks. This guy walked along the river, then he trash talks Singapore, say the water is green and dirty and shit.
I also saw that one. I think the Russian dude.
Oh.
There are problems lah.
But you see, like, and Singaporeans, like, you know, we are such a complaining bunch, right? But it's like,
People complain about us,
on the American couple, it's like, oh my god, like, thank you for liking my. I'm from Singapore, you know, right? Hi, Li Jun here from Singapore. You know, and then they were like, thanks for saying nice things about my country. I never saw my country this way before. Thank you, that kind of thing.
No,
Then when the Russian dude come in and complain about water, different color, which is completely factual and true, he was like, go back, oh. Why you come? Go back, ah.
No, the problem
We don't
is
want
when,
you here.
At least that's consistent, you know. But the problem is when the Russian dude says that they defend Singapore, but when someone says like Disneyland, you're like, you never see the real Singapore lah.
Oh.
Also,
the point of confrontation, right? And like, we're talking about escalating situations, right? For the most part, I think we generally don't want to escalate things, right? Or do you all?
Don't want lah, don't want.
I think I
in my
recently
head,
became very confrontational.
A bit.
agree.
Yeah, never mind, guys. I'm praying about it.
No, because I feel like to me, right, it's 0 to 100. Like, I'm going to become, and I'm going to become, and I'm going to become, and until you push me to the point where, okay, never mind. If you really want to go that far, let's f***ing go. You know? Then after that, right, there's no holding back already. So, but it's very hard to get me past that tipping point. That's why I will generally not really get angry in most situations. Yeah.
Let's try.
And then also, I think, I think there's this code also, which I don't know whether a lot of people respect, but sometimes you do. So you see like maybe 2 people get into an argument on the streets, right? And then they decide, okay, f*** it, we're gonna fight. And then they fight. But once one guy gets knocked down, right? The person that knocked him down, right, help him up. Okay, we hashed it out. Let's move on with our life.
Yeah.
That is f***ing honorable and respectable.
Or like in Singapore, where, like, when the police get involved already, right? Then one person clearly lost the fight, right?
Yeah.
But then that one person will say, like, it's like it was a consensual fight.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Like,
a
we need
brotherhood.
to have that. Because I feel like now everything then pussy cannot resolve on your own.
Honor.
We bring it back
Like
to the
a-
Shakespearean era. I suck my thumb, then suddenly I'm getting beat up.
No, like,
in the
just
past, there's like trial by combat. That makes sense, eh? I kill your mom, then I have to face justice. Trial by combat. I now kill your father, and now I get to kill your dad, eh? Then I'm free, eh? What, fucking wild.
John has clearly only just finished Game of Thrones once
Yeah,
again.
rewatched
fun
it.
time to be alive.
Okay, so thank you for watching this episode. If we are entitled, am I entitled to ask people to like, share, and subscribe?
A little bit, but I think it's okay.
Okay, but please help us. And then
Yeah.
comment down below, what would you do if you were in any of these situations? Like, share, subscribe, come back in the next episode. Juicy stories.
Like, I feel I have an irrational fear of the Singapore police because to me, I grew up with allegedly broken police system. That when I suddenly come to a country where I know it works, right, I'm like, I actually don't know how to behave in front of them. So I become even more sus. Like, every time I walk past them, I'll be like, don't look at them. But you end up looking at them. And I always end up looking at my watch.
Right.
And then I realize I'm not wearing a watch. And I'm like, oh shit.
That's so
I'm damn
suspicious.
sus.